Good morning, guys. If you can hear lots of noise in the background, it's because the half marathon is on literally right outside my window, actually. What is this bit of hair doing? Okay. Oh, I'm actually going to spin you round because I want the light on me. Here we go. That's better. There we go. Is it better though? Because now you can see my face. Yeah, I thought I'd vlog today. I am having such a lovely restorative weekend. Oh, honestly, even just being stood here, I feel good. Life's good. To give you a little recap, I know I have not vlogged in ages, and again, just to reiterate, I work 55 hours a week as a nanny, so I do not have time to vlog very much anymore. I am sad about it, but obviously it's great that I'm back to full-time nannying. I really miss doing full-time nannying, and when I was doing lots of videos, it was because I'd gone down to part-time with my previous family. So there's a little recap for you if you have not watched my videos before. But if you are a subscriber, thanks so much for subscribing. It's very kind of you. And if you aren't a subscriber and you're watching this, please subscribe now, because although I don't do videos very often, when I do, it's very nice of you to watch them, and I really do appreciate it. And if you want like more updates on my outfits and where I'm buying all of my secondhand designer stuff, then really the place to be is my Instagram, because I update that pretty much daily. Well, maybe not daily anymore, but like definitely every weekend. So yeah, so today I thought I would vlog because this weekend, Tommy, my partner, he has gone away to Cornwall to see his mum and dad. I don't have my stepson with me this weekend either because he is away with his mum in Wales seeing her family. So I am a little gremlin in the flat, and I'm loving life. And for any OG subscribers or people who know me, I feel like it's like when I used to live on my own in my old flat, and I absolutely loved those years. So yeah, it's been a very restorative weekend, and obviously I miss them so much, but it is so nice to sometimes just have the place to yourself, and I thrive on having alone time and never feeling lonely. So yeah, very excited. So this weekend, Friday evening, we all went to the pub, me and my friends, to the Windmill pub to have a drink together, which was really lovely. It was like kind of with a bit of a sad undertone in the sense that my friend Becky, her dog Penny, passed away on Thursday, sorry. So we sort of did like a little toast to Penny. Love you, Pen. And there was like a sad undertone, but it was really nice to just all be together and really hang out, and it was so lovely. It was really the OG crew, and it was great. And then yesterday I got up a little bit early because Tommy was heading off to the train station, and then I took our new guinea pigs, Mocha and Latte, to the vets to get their nails trimmed, and I'll film them too in a little bit. So yes, we do have guinea pigs again. I think when I last left you, we had not long lost Tofu. Tofu died in December, and we had a big year of guinea pig deaths last year. All of my guinea pigs were very old, except one who was actually very young but had a seizure, unfortunately, and passed away. And the other three that I lost last year were all old. So 2 died of old age, and 1 died of heartbreak because of the baby that died of a seizure. So it was a big loss year for guinea pigs last year for me, and we waited about 3 months before getting Mocha and Latte, just to give me some time to grieve, because it was just such a hard year last year, losing the 4 of them. So yeah, so we have 2 new guinea pigs now, which is very exciting. I'll show you them in a little bit. So took them to the vet yesterday morning, and then I went and got my eyebrows laminated for the first time. Very happy with the results. Went to Beauty Secrets at the top of Palmyra. Yeah, I was very impressed with the service. Very good. And then in the evening, I had all the girls over to celebrate Sophie's birthday. And I'll put some clips in now. We did karaoke, we painted pottery. It was very wholesome. I was in bed by 11:30, very happy girly. I got 8 hours sleep. It was wonderful. And I've woken up today The sun is shining, the marathon is literally outside my window, and yeah, ready and raring to go. So I think I'm gonna go and get a coffee and a pastry and treat myself and take my book with me and read for a little bit. And then I think, well, I've got ballet at 1, so I'll try and film a little bit of ballet. Don't know how well that's going to go. And then after that, I'm meeting a friend in town, but I also want to just get some little bits and bobs in Boots and shop around the shops a little bit in the lanes, because I honestly haven't been into the lanes for ages, and I miss just mooching. I can mooch this weekend. Oh, it is such a lovely feeling. I miss everybody. Like, I miss my stepson and my partner terribly. Like, I was in bed last night like, oh, I really do wish they were here. But then this morning, I am enjoying life. So yeah, I am just really excited to just do my own thing for a weekend. It's really lovely. So that is the plan. So let's get ready. Okay, so I'm ready to head out for a coffee and a pastry. The t-shirt that I'm wearing underneath is my Minsky t-shirt with the tie graphic on. I literally live in this t-shirt. It's so good. Please do go check out Minsky. She makes all of her own clothes. She's fucking amazing. I've got my PD Paula 44 necklace on for good luck for Lewis Hamilton today, even though the race technically already happened in Japan, but I haven't watched it yet. Tiffany necklace. Bag is my Louis Vuitton original 2005 Takeshi Murakami multicolour. This little top over the top is by Meadows, which no longer exists, unfortunately. Shorts are from Timeless Vintage. The brand is X-Cape. Yeah, no idea. I don't know if you can really get these, but just, you know, for styling inspo. Belt is from Amazon. Then I've got this little Nike keychain and this little fake Tamagotchi on. Gucci watch that I got handed down to me from an auntie. Trainers are Solomon, and I put these little pearl bows on that my friend Isabella gave me. Earrings are en route, and my sunglasses are vintage 2011 Prada Baroque with the really cool sidearms. So yeah, this is the look. Very excited to head out into the sunshine. Might need a cardigan is my only thought. So I'm tempted to throw on my Margiela cardigan over this, which I don't think I've shown you guys yet. I have a bit of a haul. Oh my God, I really do have a haul. I must do that when I get back. Anyway, coffee and pastry first, very important. Okay, so basically, I'm a bit stupid and I kind of forgot the impact that the marathon would have on the coffee shop. So my plan was to just go and have a nice secluded coffee and a pastry by myself. And then as I sort of walked out, I was like, I don't know if this is going to happen. And I went to 3 different coffee shops, and basically you had to have a medal to get in. That's not actually the criteria, but basically everyone that was sat down was a marathon runner that I just finished. And I was like, do you know what, you deserve a coffee more than I do. And there's obviously no single seats. So I'm actually I've literally just walked in a loop for 5 minutes, and I've come back to the flat, and what I think I'm going to do is get my Jack Skellington towel and just make myself a coffee. And I've got hot cross buns in the house, and I'll just save myself the £7 that it was going to cost, and I'll make myself a coffee and a hot cross bun, and I'm going to come have it down on the crescent that I live on, and have a free, essentially, coffee and hot cross bun, and do it that way, because there was no way I was getting into any of those coffee shops at all. as you can tell, I'm not at ballet. I wasn't gonna like continue filming today, but I really don't want this vlog to go to waste, and I'm really gonna just like push through. Basically, it's now 2:20. I would normally just be getting home from ballet. I didn't get to go because around 30 minutes before I had to leave, I had a cyst burst on my ovary. And the reason I know this is because it happens to me quite often. I came on my period this morning. I was in pain, but I'm used to quite bad pain. I have mild endometriosis. I always say itis, not osis, by accident. I have mild endometriosis, which I got diagnosed with at the beginning of the, no, when would it have been now? End of last year. Sorry. Yeah, and also basically you have polycystic ovaries as well. I get cysts on my ovaries quite often, and all of a sudden this horrific pain started, and I knew where things were going. And I know that it normally lasts about an hour, and then after about an hour I have this unbelievable excruciating pain, a bursting sensation, and then a flood of like relief, even though I'm still in a lot of pain and like shooting pains down my legs and stuff, but like I know that the job is done, sort of thing, like the cyst has burst. So yeah, anyway, ow. About 30 minutes before I was just getting ready to go to ballet, I got all my kit out and stuff to put on underneath my outfit. I just like fell to the floor in agony and was crying my eyes out, and then Becky had to come over to help me, got me into bed, and then about another 20 minutes after was basically scream crying. And the cyst burst, and then I've just sort of been in bed since. So not ideal, not ideal. And I'm really sad that I missed ballet because we were starting a new routine today and I really wanted to be there for it. So yeah, a bit sad, and I'm not very good when my plans get changed, but there's not a lot I can do. I mean, there was obviously no way that I was going to be able to do a pirouette while like this was going on. Well, basically couldn't do anything other than cry while it was happening. So yeah, but I really just want to just move past it and get on with my day, because I'm just not the kind of person to like, I'm not very good at resting, and I'm very restless right now sitting here in bed, and although I'm in pain, I'm just like, you know, I would just be getting back from ballet and my plan was to go and mooch about the shops. I don't think I'm going to be able to do that, and it's going to be so busy in town that I think that as added on top is just going to kill me. So I think in about an hour me and Becky are going to go to George Street in Hove instead of town, and I just want to go to Boots and get some lip balms. Like, is that too much to ask? So yeah, shout out to my Dior mascara that has managed to stay on my eyelashes, and I swear to God, like when I tell you it was embarrassing, to be honest, to be like that even in front of my best friend, because honestly it was just the most horrific pain. But sorry, I do look a bit exhausted now, but I mean, my mascara has not budged, everything else has sort of come off. But yeah, so shout out to the Dior, I think it's called Dior Show Over Curl mascara. I'll link that down below because that can withstand a cyst bursting, which is really quite a testament. I don't think they would put that in the advert, but it's very good. So there's that. So yeah, sorry, obviously my mood's come down quite a bit and I really don't feel very well. I feel quite sick actually, but I'm gonna just carry on because I have a haul for you guys. Woo! Woohoo! So let me just get my leg, basically my left leg has stopped working now. I get this after this, whatever side the whatever side ovary the cyst bursts on when I do have this, which is every like 2 to 3 months now. That leg just basically malfunctions for the rest of the day, and I find it really hard to like move it. So yeah, let me just sort my leg out. I'm gonna get it around this way. Okay, here we are. I'm gonna sit up for a little bit. In fact, let me just have some Lucozade because I really do feel quite sick. Ah, yes. Okay. A haul. Firstly, I wanted to show you my ballet kit because it's very good, and I keep my ballet kit in this bag, which is the JW Anderson times Uniqlo drawstring bag, which came out in Jonathan's most recent collection with Uniqlo. And I nabbed this, I think it was about £28, and I got the rugby shirt as well. Actually, I don't think I've shown you that either, but anyway, I'll put a picture up here of me wearing it. But this is the drawstring bag, and I use this as my ballet kit bag, which I love. I've got this little ballet shoe keyring on it, which I got from the dance shop in Port Slade, where I get my ballet shoes and the rest of my kit. And then I've got this little Snoopy keyring on that Becky got me while she was in Japan, and then it's all on like a heart-shaped carabiner. I mean, I probably won't show you my kit because it's very boring. Like, imagine a leotard and skirt and tights and ballet shoes. But I just wanted to show you the bag because it's very, very handy. Like, if you're a sporty person, it's a really good one for like sports kits, I'd say. And then I picked up some designer stuff on Vinted. So I wanted to show you these because they're really, really great pieces. Actually, one's from Rebound down on the seafront. So the first piece that I picked up, and this is a very exciting piece because it's my first Alexander McQueen piece. And if you guys know me, I have been wanting an Alexander McQueen piece for basically my entire life. He's my favourite designer of all time, and then my favourite alive designer is Jonathan Anderson. Because obviously Lee is no longer with us. So I have always wanted an Alexander McQueen piece, and I've always wanted a piece from his era when he was alive. And I love what Sarah Burton did for the brand after he passed, but I really wanted my first McQueen piece to be from his era. And I managed to find these vintage trousers, which are the sort of signature McQueen shape. So these are essentially the bumsters that he created, and inside you can see we've got like the salvage lining along the hem, and then we've got the Alexander McQueen mainline label. These are a size 38, which I believe is like a 6, made in Italy. So yeah, they're absolutely beautiful. I mean, honestly, like the inside of them, they've got a silk lining inside, which is stunning. And then I think these are a wool and cotton blend. They're actually very just standard looking trousers, but you can sort of see the space between the crotch and the top is not very much. They're very, very low waisted, so they sit just under my hips, which is like the signature piece that he created. So although these are quite like boring in the sense that they're black pants, I thought these were an excellent first McQueen piece because they're kind of what he made famous, the bumster trouser. Now, these aren't as low as the runway bumster trousers. These are sort of like an adaptation that was released for consumer wear. But they're slightly cropped as well at the bottom, which again is like his thing. And then you've got like this darting around the knee. I don't know if this is going to show, which sort of tapers it in at the knee and then flares out again, which again is like his signature style. So yeah, really, really happy with these. These probably would have been upwards of £600 retail. I think they're going for about £880 on the McQueen website now, like this season's version, because they re-release them every season. I paid £40 for them on Vinted from some woman that found them at the back of her wardrobe. So I was over the moon about that. And in fact, I didn't even pay £40 because I had some money in my Vinted account. So I think I only paid 30 in the end, which is quite amazing. Another really amazing piece, and it's a vintage Balenciaga piece. I don't particularly align with the brand Balenciaga at the moment. Well, I say at the moment, Demna's just left. I didn't really align with it while Demna was there, and the only other Balenciaga piece I have is my Balenciaga City bag, which is from 2005, so it's a vintage piece again. And this piece that I'm about to show you is a runway garment from 2013, which is while Nicolas Ghesquière was at Balenciaga, who is currently the creative director for Louis Vuitton Women. So again, a really exciting piece because this is true vintage. It's from an era of Balenciaga that I respect and love. My favourite era of Balenciaga is when Nicolas was there, but my favourite show is actually an Alexander Wang show while he was at Balenciaga, which was Spring Summer 2016. I'll put some pictures up here. That's my favourite Balenciaga show of all time. But I don't particularly like Alexander Wang as a person because I know loads of stuff came out about him being not very nice. So however, this piece, like I say, is from Spring Summer 2013. I will put up some pictures here of it on the models, which is so exciting to have a runway piece. But it's this gorgeous pinstripe pleated skirt, or not even pleated, it's just it just drapes this way, and then it has this asymmetric bias cut draping down at the front, which is absolutely incredible. So this material is cut on the bias, which means it's cut on the diagonal, and what I mean by that is the weave is diagonal, not the pinstripe itself. That's, you know, within the garment. But yeah, you know what a bias cut is if you know about clothes. And then it has this frayed hem at the bottom, and yeah, you can see the way it drapes is absolutely stunning. Again, this sits on my hips. I would say this is probably a size 6. Does have a size, yeah, 36. Were these a 36? These are a 38. Oh, so this might be a size 4. I don't know, I have to look up the sizing perhaps, but it's very small, but I am very small, so that's fine. But there's the original label from so it says Balenciaga Paris, which isn't the current label, so that's why it looks different. And then you've got just like the care notes and the sizing. But yeah, so this is from Nicolas Ghesquière's era at Balenciaga. Absolutely stunning piece. I'm genuinely over the moon. It might not seem like it right now because I am pushing through this pain, but I am so over the moon about this. So it has like a hook feature and then a zip here, and then it's actually shorts inside, which is very handy. So there's the crotch piece within it. So it's actually shorts, but like, so it's a skirt essentially, and then this top bit drapes over, and then you've got the asymmetry. That's just at the front. The back of the skirt is just a normal skirt. But yeah, absolutely gorgeous piece. The only, I mean, I'm not even going to call it a downside. It's got like one tiny hole in it, but the description on Vinted did say that that was there. So I think it's probably moths got to it. I think there's a couple on the back as well, but again, the description did say there are a few holes in it. I imagine moths got to it in the person's wardrobe or something. But this is a wool and cotton blend. Is it a blend? Actually, it might just be 100% wool. It's very, very starchy. Let me see. 80% wool, 16% mohair, and 4% polyester, but that will be the thread. So yeah, so it's wool and mohair, and this is from Spring Summer 2013. Just over the moon to have a runway piece. My runway pieces collection is getting quite large now, which I'm super excited to grow. So yeah, so there we go, Balenciaga skirt. That would have probably been between £600 and £800 retail, even at the time in 2013, for a wool skirt that is so beautifully made like that. I paid £90 for it on Vinted. And then the last piece I wanted to show you guys is another first for me. It's my first Maison Margiela piece, and it's this gorgeous grey cardigan with this really interesting shoulder detail. So it's kind of like just a normal cardigan, but then it looks like it's got like a shawl over the shoulders. But this is just like a detail part of the cardigan. And then you've got the classic Margiela label here. And the 4 white threaded corners on the back, which is a signature of Margiela. So yeah, so this is, I believe, quite a recent piece. I don't think this is vintage in any way, so it would have been under Galliano's era at Margiela. And then the buttons are like grey and slightly mother of pearl in the middle. Don't know if the camera can pick that up, but it's absolutely gorgeous. This is 100% wool, and it's so soft. Stunningly made. And when I looked up the original price of this cardigan, it was £880 for a cardigan, because it's 100% wool and it's Margiela. It's so beautiful, it's so soft, it's absolutely gorgeous. I've been wearing it so much. I paid £70 for it in Rebound, which is a second-hand designer consignment store down on the seafront in Brighton. So yeah, just over the moon with that one. Such a classic piece, and I mean, you would pay that for a cardigan in COS, so I really don't think that that's too bad. Obviously, I'm not saying that £70 is cheap, because it's not, but for what it is, then it kind of is. You know, I saved roughly 800 quid, so it's not too bad. So yes, those are 3 new in pieces, plus the bag was just like an honorary mention. I'm going to rest and watch the rest of the Formula 1. That is the only silver lining from this, is that I've managed to watch the Formula 1 while I've been in bed. But I'm just feeling a bit sad that I missed ballet, but it is what it is. I mean, there's not a lot I can do. And I'm just waiting for my painkillers to kick in so that I can try and head to the shops and enjoy the last of the sunshine. I just get a bit down because I've had like quite a week this week mentally, and I was really looking forward to today, and I just feel like my body has like failed me, but I'm not going to cry on camera, so we're going to pause this here and then I will see you guys in a little bit. So it's a little bit later now, guys, but I thought I would show you the new piggies, although of course, just as I've got the camera out, they have hidden away. But in there you can see Latte, and we've named him Latte because he's got white, camel and brown, just like a latte. Oh look, here he is for you. He's very gorgeous, and he's got these little pink ears. But it's dinner time now, it's just gone 6 o'clock. It's just gone 6 o'clock, so I'm just feeding them, and I thought this would be a good opportunity to show you. And then in here we've got Mocha. I'm going to be really mean and just take his carrot just to get him out a little bit. Come on, baby. So here he is. He's basically all black, but then he's got like a little ginger stripe on him. And I'll put some pictures up of them at the side, maybe, just so you can see like properly what they look like. Here's Latte. And they're still a bit shy because we've only had them for 2 weeks, and they've come from previous owners that didn't get them out very often. So they're still a bit skittish, but they're super gorgeous boys. And I'll put some pictures up so you can see their markings a little bit better. But yeah, that's the new piggies. And so yeah, this is Mocha and Latte. Hello guys, I am now back from my walk, and I'm in quite a lot of pain, so I am sat on my special chair by my window, and I absolutely love this chair because I always imagine that I'm in like a Jane Austen book and just overlooking like the gardens and stuff. Anyway, tangent. But yeah, I've just come back. I'm having a nice cup of coffee and a little pain au chocolat. But I'm going to leave this vlog here now. I know this really wasn't like what I was going for in this vlog. And I really wanted to show you guys my ballet and stuff, but my ballet teacher is off abroad for like the rest of the month now. So I actually don't have ballet for the whole of April. So I'm really sad about that, but I've replaced it with yoga classes down the road. So I'm going to be doing yoga on Sundays instead. So yeah, I'm going to leave this one here and have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you so much for watching. Sorry that my energy's been a bit low, but I'm in a lot of pain. So yeah, but thank you so much, guys. And please go follow me on Instagram if you don't already. And yeah, I can't wait to vlog at the end of the month as well when I go to London, because that's going to be a really good vlog. I'm going to be meeting up with Isabella, who's one of my best friends. She's absolutely amazing. So I'll link our previous vlog together here. And yeah, thanks so much, guys. Have a great day. Bye.